people that I worked with shared me the perception that for some Native people, a person isn't dead until the last person that knew them passed away. And there are people in this room that knew Stetson long before I did. You've heard Cathy's story. Cathy was with Stetson singing like this the night before he died. We've got Jack Price in the back. Jack knew all Stetson's wives on the west side of the Atlantic. But I would like to amend my Native co-workers' perception that you're not gone as long as they who share your consciousness continue to expand it. And that brings us to the Civic Media Center. On most occasions that I'm here, I want to remind you and this board why Stetson chose this particular institution to donate his books. His books were more precious to him than all his other possessions. Finding a proper place for it was a big concern toward the end of his life. The other candidate was the center that trained progressive activists at Mont Eagle, Tennessee. That's the, help me, Jack, where Martin Luther King, Highlander Folk School, thank you. Back in the 50s, Stetson had gone to Highlander, and Miles Horton had shown him that all of the bullet holes in the wall were higher than where you would sleep. And so he was relatively safe. And this was the place where Martin Luther King met Rosa Parks. So the two institutions that were competing for Stetson's books in his mind was the Civic Media Center in Gainesville and the Highlander School. And on the advice of progressives that knew both institutions well, he picked this one. That is a testament to the confidence that he has in Joe Porter, in the board, and most of all to you, the people of Gainesville, who will continue to support this effort. As long as the CMC is here, so is Stetson in a way. It's no surprise to you, most of you know, that Stetson dedicated his life to three interwoven, interdependent goals: the preservation of traditional cultures, the protection and sustainability of our environment as kinship to the land, and protecting human and civil rights. These three initiatives are so intertwined that you can't separate them. In his mind, it was all one fabric. But it is in that spirit each year that our foundation gives awards to people who have outstanding achievement in one or more of these fields. And usually these are performers, and usually they perform about one of those three. But Cathy DeWitt covers all bets here. You hear in her music a powerful, articulate, inspiring commitment to the sustainability of Florida's very fragile ecosystem. Not only does she sing about it, but she's worked with activists in this area for a very long time. You hear her interest in traditional cultures because of the nature of the music. That's a no-brainer. But she sings of people and places that protected human rights and civil rights. And so it is a great deal of pleasure that on behalf of the Stetson Kennedy Foundation, here in Gainesville, where she could be appreciated, she's gotten this twice. We gave it to her at Olathe, but we always want to be giving this award where people feel it is most meaningful for them. And so she had the choice and she picked you. And we picked her. So on behalf of the Stetson Kennedy Foundation, we are proud to present our fellow man and Mother Earth Award to Cathy DeWitt for the inspiration and understanding that her music communicates. So Cathy, thank you.